All right, folks. Hey, I wanted to come on and do this teaser video. I probably should say who I am. I'm Kim Beckwith with the KBRE Group of eXp Realty. And in this capacity, I am the Cleveland chapter leader for the WIRE organization, or Women in Real Estate. And so we have an event scheduled for Saturday on March 16th at 1 p.m. And it is called the FinLit For Life event, which talks about financial literacy and how it kind of connects with home ownership as well. So I have two awesome people here, Michelle Layton from Cross Country Mortgage and Hannibal Collins from FinLit or FinLit Finesse, I'm sorry. And Michelle, why don't you tell us just a quick snippet about yourself?
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kim. Well, my name is Michelle Layton, and I'm a licensed loan officer in the state of Ohio. I'm licensed in Ohio and Georgia. I carry with me over 25 years of lending experience. I definitely have a lot of credit expertise, and I am your go-to person when you're looking to buy that property for yourself and your family. So I'm excited to be here, and I'm definitely excited for our feature guest.
Yes,
Well.
yes. Hannibal, you're up.
Yes, I'm happy to be here. My name is Hannibal. I'm the executive director of FinLit Forum. I used to be a realtor, but I do credit repair full time, and I help teach people business credit and funding. So I definitely want you guys to have ownership of homes and businesses. I want you to have financial literacy and to be able to establish generational wealth. So I'm here to be a resource for you for any of your credit needs or any of your financial literacy needs.
All right. Great, 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 great. So I'm going to, well, first, thank you guys for agreeing to help with this and agreeing to share your knowledge. Both of these folks are excellent at what they do, and that is why I partner with them. And so we're going to turn it over to Hannibal so that he can show you just a sneak peek of what he's going to be walking you through on Saturday.
Perfect. So I'm going to go over to my desktop and share my screen with you guys and teach you guys everything we're going to be going over. So I'll see you in a few seconds.
All right. So, and Michelle will also be sharing with you. So she will be piggybacking on our main guest, who is Hannibal. Hannibal's out of New York, so he's coming in town to share this information with you. So I know you're going to get a brain full. So even if I mentioned in one of my posts, even if you are or you consider yourself financially sound, I guarantee you're going to find out information during this event that you have not heard of before. All right, Hannibal, I'll stop talking now.
All right, perfect. Can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, first off, any resources anybody needs from me, you guys can just go to my website, which is hannibalcollins.com. There you can save all of my contact information, and you can get free one-on-one appointments if you need it. You can access our YouTube channel or our TikTok. You can also access some of the videos I made about personal credit and repairing personal credit, or about business credit and funding. You can also access our Facebook group and our LinkedIn, Twitter, things like that. So any resources you ever need from me, or any ways that you need to contact me, you can save me directly to your phone from hannibalcollins.com. When we have a conversation with you, we're going to teach you all about the 5 categories of credit so that you fully understand the proper habits to maintain credit properly. We'll also go over your credit profile. It is not just your score. Lenders and underwriters are looking at, what's exactly on your credit profile and not the score itself. So it's important for you to know what derogatory items that you might have. So we would review all of those things. Once we review it and see all of your negative items, we would go over the 5 factors of credit with you. It is very important to have an understanding of that, because if you don't, and we're just removing negative items, but you undermine it and get new late payments, or you keep your utilization too high, or you alter your average age by applying for too much things at once, or removing your oldest accounts, that will undermine the process. So we really have to give you a robust understanding from the beginning of exactly what makes up your scores, how many points each is worth, and what habits you need to maintain. Once you have an idea of how you maintain things properly, then we have a second half of our analysis where we show you how we can legally remove derogatory items because they are not reporting 100% accurately and verifiably. So you will have a customized overview that looks like this. This is an example client. I don't want to show anybody's personal things, but for example, even if you had a repossession or a late payment or a collection or a charge off, it has to report 100% accurately to be on your profile. And if something's 100% accurate, everybody will have the same answer. If you ask Michelle what 2 + 2 is, and Kim what 2 + 2 is, and myself what 2 + 2 is, all of us are going to say 4. None of us are going to say 17. None of us will say 92. But Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion are saying different things. An account can't be opened and closed in derogatory at the same time. An account can't have been opened on May 1st and be open on May 13th at the very same time. You can't have your date last reported at the beginning of the month and also at the end of the month at the same time. It's things like that. The date of last activity, all these elements are not 100% accurate or verifiable. And based on that, we can use consumer laws to legally remove derogatory items, whether they're charge-offs, things like that. Like you cannot be 30 days late, which is 1 month late, and 90 days late at the very same time. It's like impossible.
Right.
Those things like that. We're going to go over all the things that are not accurate and verifiable and use the Fair Credit Reporting Act. We will use the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. We will use the Fair and Accurate Credit Transactions Act and the Fair Credit Billing Act to help you have a great profile with good standing. We'll make it transparent where you can see with the portal and app what we're doing on your behalf. You'll get daily emails. You can schedule follow-up calls whenever you need, things like that. Now, most importantly, once we have you having good credit, it's about what are we doing with that good credit? Are we buying a house? Are we buying a vehicle? Are we getting business credit and funding? Are we getting travel rewards? Things like that. So I have a resource that's, for the most part, it's free. That's going to guide you through all the things that you need to be lender compliant, all the underwriting guidelines and things like that. So you'll go to our site, finlitdiy.com. You'll run a pre-qualification scan for free, and you're going to get access to our system. When you answer a few questions, you're going to get your very own access. It's just a few questions here. You'll get your login that looks like this. When we're in this system, it's going to give you access to over 244 credit cards. With the criteria of the cards, it's going to tell you what the scores need to be. It's going to tell you what your debt to income ratio needs to be. It's going to tell you how much the limit is. It'll tell you things like which bureau they're pulling from. So we want to make informed decisions. We don't want to guess. We want to know what the interest rate is, what the annual fee is, how much they'll give us. We want to know, hey, these guys are pulling from TransUnion, those guys are pulling from Experian, things like that. And we can actually get business credit and funding, knowing upfront what it takes instead of crossing our fingers and things like that. So most importantly, you need to be positioned in the way where a lender feels comfortable with you as a risk, because most lenders understand that 9 out of 10 businesses fail. And I'm not saying that to discourage you. I'm saying that because that's like a statistic. And most businesses fail because they don't have the resources and money to thrive. And being that most businesses fail, lenders know that most businesses don't make it past the first year or are not profitable for the first 5 years. So they say we're in the business to lend money and make our investors money, not to gamble. So how do we know what type of businesses will meet the mark and which type of businesses won't? And they're looking at indicators that tell them that it's more likely that your business will thrive versus not. So if you're structured properly on paper and presentable, it's more likely that your business is going to be able to succeed and they'll feel comfortable lending you money. Now, it's not just their money. Once they lend you money, they sell it to the secondary market. So if they can't package your loan together with other people that are going to be successful, they could never resell it, and therefore they'll never give you the loan in the first place. So we need to have our indicators be in a good position that shows that we're not at high risk of defaulting. And these are small things that you might go like, why do I need this? Why do I need to have my business location? Why do I need to have a business email? Why do I need to have my EIN? Why do I need to have a business bank account? Why do I need to know what my SIC codes, things like that. Whatever you need to structure your business properly, it's a full-on checklist with direct links to whatever you need. There's a video on the bottom right-hand corner describing why things are important, and you just go step by step. If you don't have something, we help you get it properly with access to over 4 providers to help you get that. So if you don't have your entity, you can go to any of these providers right here, just click the button and go. Or you can go to the Secretary of State website. We give you all the Secretary of State websites. Everything is at a click of a button. We make sure that you know that you're not infringing on anybody else's, intellectual property. We make sure you know that you don't have a high-risk business name. You just go through all of these steps, and essentially it's going to take you through what's necessary to properly get funded. You need to have a business bank account. You need to have a certain amount of money in your business bank account. All these videos will describe to you why each element is important. These are all called lender compliance items, and it's about maybe 20 things or more that they pull in an instant and decide whether your business is viable or not. And we want to make sure that you can get business credit. We want to make sure that you can get government contracts. Anybody that's looking at your business as being credible, we want to make sure you have all that information. And at the end of the day, once you have all these compliance items taken care of, we can get you access to over 15 types of funding. So whatever type of funding is most necessary for you, we'll know in advance what it takes. If you want a vehicle in your business name, we'll know you need to have a 680 score. You need to be in business for 6 months. You need to have monthly revenue greater than 3,000, things like that. So we can get you asset-based lending. We can get you business credit cards, lines of credit, whatever type of funding you need. There's over 15 types of funding. There's over 244 credit cards. But most importantly, if you're building out organically, there's also access to 3,000 vendors that report to business credit bureaus. So it's not just like Uline, Granger, Quill. It's going to be things that you can actually need, products and services that are useful to you, and you'll know the criteria of those things, exactly what it takes to get approved, to get apply, all those type of things. So this is essentially what the system is like. You'll get free access when you do your free success scan, like I showed you. You'll get access to all of that information step by step. You can watch each video, and you can properly get pre-qualified so you can get whatever type of funding that you need.
So I'm gonna interrupt you right there for a quick second. So that was a ton of information, and it is excellent information. The first time I saw your system, I was blown away, and very thankful that you created this. So we don't want to give out too much information because we have our event on Saturday, and we want people to register and show up for the event to get all of the goodies. So so once we have our credit in place and everything's good to go, Michelle, what scores are required or necessary to purchase a home?
I love the credit score topic.
Yeah.
So let me just address first and foremost on credit scores. There's so many different versions of credit scores. A mortgage lender is going to be very, very specific to what we can use, and it's highly regulated. So we are specific to a tri-merge report, which is going to be your Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And it's the middle score of the 3, and it's specific to a FICO version of the reporting. So definitely different than what we're used to seeing on free reports that are available. But you can qualify for a home with the score of a 580 and above for certain loans. And for other loan types, you can qualify for a home purchase with a 620 credit score as well.
Okay.
And we're going to deep dive that with you on Saturday also.
Awesome. Awesome. So, was there anything else? We're not going to prolong this. Again, this is just a quick teaser. Was there anything else that you felt was key to mention, Hannibal, or are you good to go?
We are pretty much good to go. I agree. It's very important to not waste your realtor's time, to not waste your lender's time. You definitely want to go get pre-approved first and foremost. You want to make sure that you have a good credit profile, and don't rush the process. If we're doing credit repair, if you don't have that 620 or 580, Start the process now. Start understanding what it takes to improve your score, so that you can go address any derogatory items and then go get pre-approved, and we can actually get you business credit and funding.
All right, that sounds awesome. So I really appreciate the two of you. Again, I'm so thankful to you for agreeing to take part in our event on Saturday. Again, our event is Saturday, March 16th. It is FinLit For Life, Financial Literacy for Everyday Life. And our special guest is Hannibal Collins, and our co-guest is Michelle Layton. So we look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday. Make sure you register. I'll have the registration link in the comments of this video, and we will see you guys soon. Thank you. Yay.